Hi, welcome back to the Pilates Fix. I'm Kristen Matthews. Here's another workout for the Holiday Fix Challenge. We're going to use a band. And remember, if you don't have a band that's a loop band like this, but you have one of those long TheraBands, you can tie it so it resembles a loop band, or you can do some of this maybe with weights if you have, or if you're having a hard time finding any resistance, maybe go back and do another workout that we've already done. Okay, so as always, listen to your body, play your own music, whatever suits you for today. So we're just going to start. Today's workout is going to be really focused on upper body. Core is going to be active the whole time, but we're really focusing on upper body. So I'm going to take this band. My hands are going to go out of the frame a little bit for the first two, but we'll be good for the rest of it. So you're just going to take the band, put your hands through, and have your palms face out to start. And I just like to hold on and grab, make a fist with my hands, and then go up overhead, and you're just going to pull apart in that band, and then pull, bend. It's like a lat pull. Bend your elbows, pull down, lift up. I like to soften my knees a little bit so I don't lock into them. Bend and stretch. So we bend and stretch. Just breathing through this. I'm going to go from the side so you can see. Trying to keep a nice long line. We're not going into an arch here as we pull. You bend those elbows. So if you're really tight in your shoulders, just have to watch it. Make sure that you're not going into an arch, right? You might not go as big. You might have to find a band that's maybe a little longer. This would actually be great to do with a long TheraBand if you don't have a loop band, if you're tight in your shoulders. One more like this. Lift your arms up. Now, so we just had the palms facing out. Now I'm going to have you with your palms facing in, and you're actually going to hold on to the band. So instead of your hands going in, they're on the outside. And then you do the same thing, but the palms are facing in now, and you're grabbing from the outside of the band. So thinking about as we do this, this is a lat pull, drawing those shoulder blades down and around onto your back, opening that chest as we do this. Breathing into the side and the back of those ribs. Really breathe deep into your pelvic floor. Got 4 more. And 3, 2, last one. The arms will stay up there. So I'm still holding on, grabbing around the outside. The arms stay back up and go one arm at a time. So let's just pull one arm down and stretch, staying on that same side. So doing the same thing as I'm pulling down with that arm, the other arm stays up, and just so you know, I have a really long wrist when I'm doing that. So I'm holding on really tight. 4 more. And 3, keep those ribs pulled back 2 because you're breathing in. Now switch to the other side, down and up. Again, breathing nice and strong into those ribs. We have 4 more. 3, working the back, 2, 1 more, and then lower those arms down. Okay, so now we'll do a bicep curl. I'm just bringing my legs in a little closer, still going to keep a bend in my knees. So here we just do a little different positioning with the hand. So let's start with your left hand's going to hold facing down, pressing down into the band. The right hand's going to hold facing up. Both your hands come over towards that left side, and then you're just going to pull over to the right with that left hand. Pull it over to the left, excuse me. Nope, I was right the first time. You're going to pull to the right with the right hand. I'm doing the opposite of you guys. Watch me. Don't listen to me. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3. So you start to feel this one. Now stay up there in little tiny pulses. So little pulses. I'm not going big. Little pulses. I'm keeping that arm close to my body and really just isolating this movement. For 4, 3, 2, 1, lower that down. Now we go right to the other side. So we have that right hand facing down, left hand facing up. Both hands come over towards the right, and then you bend, bringing that left hand towards the left. So those knees again, they're just soft so that we don't lock into the knees. You can still engage those muscles in your legs, even when you soften. Keep really reaching long through that wrist, grounding those feet down. One more, holding up the little pulse. Little pulse. Keep breathing. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that down. Now, we just did biceps, and now we'll do some triceps. So again, changing the positioning here. So for this one, I'm going to go with the right hand. So hold both your hands close towards the right shoulder, and then your right hand is going to face out. The left hand holds in. And then basically keeping that right arm close to your body, you're just pushing down, resisting up, pressing down. I'm going to soften my knees again. So you're working the tricep now as you push down, resist, press, resist. Now that resisting up is definitely part of the work. It's not just about the pushing down. Okay? Got that resisting up. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, nice proud chest. Now go down all the way and come halfway up. Press down, come halfway up. So we keep those shoulders on the back. If you start to get tired, need a break, if you're feeling a little too much in your neck, reset, take a little rest. You really try to work those shoulders back. Try to get into the back of that arm. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we go to the other side. So you're going to take your left hand facing down, the right hand facing in, and then keep those shoulders back, arms close to your body, and then press down, resist up. So we want to work that resist again as much as you are working that press. So we did the biceps, we did the triceps, we did a little bit of the upper back. So breathing through. You know, there's a lot of focus so much on the lower half of the body. Sometimes I think it's nice to bring some awareness to the upper part of the body. 4, 3, 2. I was practicing earlier and I snapped my band, so that might happen. Just FYI. Little pulses or a little halfway up, down. Good. So resist, press down. You have 4, 3. Older bands too are susceptible to snapping. One more. And then lower down. Just roll out your shoulders. Okay, I'm going to stand to the side. Now we're going to do like an archery. I always call this the Katniss exercise when we do something like this. It's like bow and arrow. We do something like this in the studio. So just holding on like we did very early on with both your hands, hugging around into this. Turn. I'm turning to the side. You can stay facing me, but I have 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. It's like warrior 1 if you're a yoga person. So both your arms will stretch out. The leg that is back is going to be the arm that's moving, right? So I've got really good hold on that band. Pull back, do a little rotation back towards that leg, resist forward. The arm that's pulling back is never totally straightening. As you come forward, I should specify. So you pull back, resist forward. You pull back, you resist forward. So we're working a little rotation in that spine. Try to keep the pelvis facing forward. I was moving my pelvis a little bit too much. Rotate that shoulder onto your back. Now we're going to do 1 more after this and stay back there. Hold it. Little twist and twist, twist. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resist that forward. I'm just going to turn around. You can just switch your legs. So again, one leg's back, opposite leg is forward. Leg that is back is the arm that we're working. Both your arms come forward, pull your shoulders on your back, ground those feet down, and you bend, find that rotation. So keeping your pelvis as still as you can, work that twist, work that shoulder back. That twist comes from your spine. It's good to inhale forward, exhale, twist back. Feel that twist. 3 more. Feel that shoulder pull back and wrap around. And the next one, you're going to hold back. Little pulses here. Pulse and pulse. For 4, 3, it's not big. 2 and 1, and bring it forward. Nice. You're just going to roll your shoulders out. Okay, so now the band will come around your wrists. We're actually going to go into a plank position. If you feel like this is too much with the band, take it off. So I want to get into this with nice and controlled Pilates way. So come towards the edge of one side of your mat. You'll bring your hands down into the mat, and you're actually going to come onto your hands and your knees because this is going to be a kneeling plank. So you're on your hands and your knees. Bring your knees back. So if you were to get into a plank here, tailbones long, and then lower your knees and lift your feet, that's how I want you. And I would separate your legs, give you some frame. Now, this is a very small movement. One arm goes over, back in, over, back in, over, and over. So you keep going. I'm just going to show you what's happening. One arm just moves out, out, and in, right? So it's not a big movement. This is really an anti-rotation exercise. So we're trying to stabilize the core. So we get to work the abs a little here as we move the arm. Shoulders on your back. 4, 3, 2. This is a nice and challenging one for me. 1. Now just sit back onto your heels. Give your shoulders a little stretch. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to show you this way before I get into it. And instead of going out to the side, it's going to be more of a diagonal up. And this one is actually a little easier. So getting into that plank, you can totally do this down onto your knees if you need a little break from being in a plank. If you want to challenge yourself more this time, go into a full plank. I'm definitely going to keep my knees down because this is something I'm working on. Tailbones long, abs in, find that nice connection to the front of the body. One arm goes forward and back or to that diagonal back. Whew, that's stabilizing in that pelvis, shoulders away from your ears. Whew. 2, 2, one more each. Arm, and then bring it all the way down. Oh my goodness, I think we are much deserving of some stretching here. So just put that band to the side. You can stay seated. I'm going to stay down onto my knees. Just going to take one arm and cross it over the other arm. Grab above that joint or below it. You never want to grab right onto that joint. Just give a little stretch. Open, cross, give this a little stretch. Whew. It's pretty cool what we can do with bands. You're going to reach up. So from here, lift up really tall and do a little side bend. Pull those low ribs back, a little stretch around your shoulder. And then we're going to go to the other arm, reach up and back and to the side, excuse me. And the best one here now, just come seated onto your butt. Just because the neck does work a little bit in this. Take your hands, reach them out to the side. Sit as tall as you possibly can. Take an inhale. You're on the tips of your fingers, reaching out to the side. On the exhale, just tilt your head to one side. So really reaching long through those fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Feel that stretch, that reach through those fingers. Lift up. Inhale, exhale, go the other side. Feel that stretch of the fingers, a little stretch in the neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring yourself all the way back to center, and you are all done. Great job. We finished another day for the Holiday Fix Challenge. You should be congratulating yourself for joining me every day. I know this is a crazy time with everything going on. So definitely join again tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.